Ciao tutti. Italian diction. 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U in English. 7 sounds. So we have E as in the word be, to be or not to be, or bzz, bzz, a bee. E, E, E. Then we have A, which is like the Fonz from Happy Days. If anyone has seen anything from that show, he goes A. Or like the A in chaotic, chaotic. So we have E, A, E, A, E, A, E, A, E, A. And then E, like in let. So E, A, E. And then we have ah. Like, ah, I got a back massage. It was so nice. Ah. So E, A, E, ah. And there is a bit of jaw opening, yeah, gradually as you go. And your tongue does change, but for singing, we do want to feel, yeah, that there's not a massive amount of change, particularly between E and A, especially for English speakers. There tends to be a big gap between those, and we want to make sure that they are like really close neighbors, that you don't move a lot between them. E, A, not E, A. Great. And then on the other side, we have from ah, we have aw, like, aw, what a cute baby, aw. O, which we don't really have in English. It's a little bit like rose, row, the beginning of that. And in French and German, the closed O is much more closed. O. And then we have oo, like ooh, an owl, or moon, moon, oo. On this side, we have ah, aw, o, oo. Lips round. Ow. And you will notice we have O, which is enclosed, that's the closed O, and A with an open part, so it's open O. Your mouth is more open, the symbol is more open. IPA is super logical that way. Same thing with the letter E. We have closed E is A, smaller symbol. Open E, a bigger symbol, E. It's more open. That one's enclosed, that one's open. So if you see dictionaries, they will sometimes have IPA. They also sometimes will have just accent marks. So if you see the acute accent, right, like that away, that means closed. So you might see a word like nanetta, and you'll see that over the letter E, so that means closed. You also may see that accent, the grave accent, and that means open if you see it over a letter. This is a terrible way to remember it, but open grave, like you're dumping something into a grave, blunk. So that is a grave accent, open. In writing, when you see ah, it will always be ah. When you see E, it will basically always be E or a glided version of itself. So it's not piano in Italian, it's piano. So it's sort of goes by quickly, and that symbol is actually a J. And similarly with the U, in passing it will sometimes become W. And you will know that because you will know where the stress is in the word by looking it up, and you'll be able to figure that out. In terms of the E's and the O's, oh my gosh, how do I figure out if they're open or closed? In order to figure out if the E's and the O's are open or closed, you have to look up the words or start to memorize them. And it is very, very significant for those letters in stressed syllables. It is less important in unstressed syllables. In fact, in decades past, the diction books would IPA the unstressed syllables as open, and now the tendency in pronouncing dictionaries and other dictionaries is to IPA the unstressed syllables as closed. And they are not as closed as in French or German, but they are closed-ish, or whatever from vowel harmonization from other vowels that are nearby seems useful to you in your singing voice.